Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today it's going to be a get ready with me on this look. So yeah, if you want to see how I created it, then please stay tuned. Right, first things first. That stuff. So first of all, I'm going in with the Nivea Men post-shave balm. This just makes your face sticky. So I seen this probably a couple of years ago, where people were using this before putting their makeup on because it's weird. It's like it's moisturising, but it is sticky when it starts to dry. So it's like people used it as like a primer. I like to chuck a primer on top, but just mainly in my areas where I get a lot of spots. And then in excess I just rub it on my hands. Probably shouldn't do that, but I do. Then, going in with the Body Collection England Wake Up Illuminating Primer. So, I think I just got this out like the Body Shop. Body Care. Oof. It's exploded. Right, so I've obviously made a mess of this the last time I put it in. Then I've started going in with this again. So I used to use this ages ago. So it's the Body Shop Oils of Life, and it's intensely revitalising facial oil. So I used to use this a lot. What I liked about it was it often, depending on lighting, it would often give me like a sort of like a glow from underneath. So sort of like a illuminating primer. I trialled it yesterday. I think I put too much on because within like 3-4 hours my makeup was still on, but it was just like one big oil mess. So I'm going to put a small part on today, and then hopefully it gives me the same result. So it's just a little dropper, and I just like to put a tiny bit on my forehead, tiny bit on my cheekbones, and then just rub it in. I don't put any on my chin purely because I've got a really oily chin as it is. And I feel like if I put it there, we're asking for trouble. It smells quite nice. It smells a little bit like a holiday. So I like the smell of it. And then I just pop in with my foundation. What I'm going to do today is, it's Rimmel London Lasting Finish, and it's the one with the red lid that I use. Now, I have tried so many foundations, some dearer, and then some like mostly drugstore. I find a lot of them don't compare to this. This one just works best for me and my skin type. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to mix the two. So I like to not do it like contouring, but I like to just put my lighter one, which is 100 Ivory, which is my skin tone. I like to just put that like this. And then I just put the darker one everywhere else. But I just mix them all in together. Just the same, but I occasionally do this, and it's when I want a little bit more colour in my face. But I'm not wearing fake tan, so it's not like I could fire this all over my face and get away with it because I'm pasty white. Right. Now that I look mental, time to blend. Right, probably gonna regret this. So this is the Rimmel London Lasting Radiance concealer, and this is in the shade Nude. So it's 050 Nude. This is the concealer that I use when I've got fake tan on. Now, I've ran out of my lighter shade, but my circles under my eyes are unbelievably bad. So I'm going to try a tiny bit and hope that it works without making me look too crazy. Because I think I'm just going to pop some on as well for like an eye primer, because my eye primer is far too yellow for this look. And then this is just a brush that I got from Tarte a few years ago. I don't know if they still sell it, but it would have been on Beauty Bay. So it's got like a fluffier end and then like a sort of more dense brush. So I mainly use this whenever I am using like Anastasia Beverly Hills, the cream contour palette, but I still use the fluffy end for blending out like my concealer. But it's a really good brush. I actually bought it with that palette specifically for using it. Yeah, I'll just start to blend this out. That should be alright. So I don't need them anymore. Right. This has been well and truly used. I can't remember what brand this is because it's all rubbed off. I have got extra ones, but they're like at the bottom of the drawer. So I think it's Rimmel. Yeah, it is Rimmel London, and it's Peach Glow. So it's just the powder basically, and I just shove that all over my face. So I just use a bigger brush. This is just from Primark, so I just use that one. If I was going out, then I would use my Laura Mercier loose powder, and I put that on. I don't bake with it, but like I'll leave it on for like maybe 10 seconds and then brush it off. I then like to go in with my Hoola bronzer. So this is just a normal one that originally came out. So I just use that to sort of contour and also bronze up my face. So, probably get a lot of slate for this. I always put bronzer on my chin. I don't know why, but I just prefer to do it. I don't like to use highlighter on it, and I don't like to sort of illuminate it or anyway because I just don't like the shape of it. So try to take attention away from it and make it look like it's smaller. So yeah, you're not meant to do that, but I personally do. And then, whoo, time for a highlight. So this is the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish. So I like to use that with, right, so I use it with this brush. I want to say that I got this from Morphe, but there's no writing on it, so I could be completely wrong. But it's a good brush. But to be honest, most of my brushes and things I bought years ago, so apologies for not knowing me exactly every one of them's from. But if I do get new brushes, at least we'll know where they're from. Next I'm just going to go in and do the eyebrows. So I have this eyebrow pencil from PS, so that'll be Primark. So it's just like this, it's got a little spoolie on the end as well, and it's sharpened obviously. Where's my sharpener? Thought I took my sharpener out, but clearly not.
2 hours later.
So I'm just going to sharpen it with the sharpener before using it. Thought I was sharpening the wrong end there, that would have been great. Right. So I always start with this eyebrow first, because I prefer this eyebrow. So I'm just going to brush through the eyebrow till it's like so. And then I'll just start at the front kind of area, and then very lightly I'll draw underneath. You actually see that? Yeah. And then just draw a line under the whole eyebrow pretty much. And then I do the top part sort of from halfway and just light strokes. And then I go in and sort of like fill in any sparse areas. Or just completely goose up the heel eyebrow like, yeah, bro. Right, clearly you can tell this is no masterpiece. So I actually normally use the Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow pomade, and that's a medium brown. I've found recently that, I mean, it looks alright in photos and things, but when I'm putting it on, it sometimes looks too fake in comparison to what I really want at the moment. So I've started using this again, but I do mainly use this, and I mean, it lasts forever. I've had this tub for a long time, using it pretty much daily, and that's all it's taken. So it is really, really good, and I would definitely say it's worth buying. I know that there's a dupe. I don't remember who does it. I think it might be Revlon. But there's loads of videos on the dupe for a drugstore. And you can get it out at Superdrug. And I've heard that that's quite good, but I personally haven't bought it because obviously I've not run out of the old one, so there's no need to get the dupe for it yet. So that's the brows. Right, that's the wrong way. No, it's not. Right, and then I have this out of Primark as well. So really I went through a stage where I decided to try Primark makeup, mainly because I don't even have it anymore because I finished it and I've not bought a new one, but there's a pink sort of rose gold mascara out of Primark for £3. It's amazing, like genuinely amazing, and Mum told me about it, so I went and bought it. And at the same time, after I used it and I realised that the makeup's quite good and it's not going to make my skin peel off, I started sort of dabbling in other things. So a couple of brushes here, what's this called? Brow gel, eyebrow pencil. I've tried some of their lipsticks, so these lip liner and crayons are incredible. They're really, really good. So yeah, I highly recommend you try them. So yeah, I just basically run this very lightly through my brows, and it basically just helps us to keep the hair stay in place. Ollie, please don't come on the table. What do you want? Let's chuck some of that one. So this is a Body Shop. So this is a shimmer wave and it's #1 bronze. I sometimes like to just chuck a little bit of this on, like so. And that basically just gives you a nice little glow. Sometimes use this instead of blusher, so I'm not using blusher today. So I quite like using that. And then all I need to do now is lips and eyeshadow. Don't know what I'm doing with my eyeshadow today, so I'll experiment, but I'm going to do a red lip. So I don't want the eyes to be too heavy because just too much going on. Palette. So I have 3 main palettes that I will use. I have the 35K Morphe palette, the 350M Morphe palette, and I also have the shimmer version of this as well, so that's the 350S. So I bought both. That's all I try to open the door to let it sell out. Sorry about that. It worked though. He knows how to open doors now. Where's the dog? Right. So yeah, highly recommend if you're going to get any Morphe palettes, then definitely 350M, 350S. They're amazing. I've used them for years. They're just great. Go and buy them. But I don't buy mine off the Morphe. I've bought the 350M and 350S. I got both off the Amazon. Beauty Bay sells some. If you type it into Google, you should be able to find a lot of different companies that do it. Just be careful obviously which ones you're using. So I'm just going to go in with the 350M palette first. I like to open both so I can see everything. Where's my brush? Right. And then this is a Morphe MB23 brush. I love this brush. I have pretty much used it in every single eye look I've ever done. And then I just go in with this shade every time for my crease, sort of just to set anything that I've put, so whether it's foundation or concealer, I always pop that in. And as you can see, it's just slightly darker than my skin tone, so it's a good wee transition shade. Blend that out. Now, I'm not trying to pretend to be a makeup artist here. I try to blend. I have watched so many makeup videos over the years and I've not really improved. I've maintained. But I just do my makeup how it works for me and how I like to do it. I can't do crazy looks because I'm not brilliant at blending, to be honest. But yeah, this is more of a just how I do it. It's not necessarily the right way. Yeah, hopefully you get enjoyment of watching me try to do makeup. But yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to be something I'm not. I'm just doing something that I like to do. And if you guys like watching it, obviously I'm going to be doing my makeup anyway, so if you guys like watching it, then I'm quite happy to make videos on it. And I know that the last Get Ready With Me that I did was so successful. So obviously, I mean, I had a couple of requests for it, but obviously it was a video that you guys wanted to see because there was so many views on it. I actually think it's my top performing video on the whole channel. So yeah, I'm quite happy to keep doing videos like that if that's things that you're interested in, you want to see me doing. If not, obviously let me know down below and I'll still do them. But yeah, I'm blabbering, sorry. So now with the 35K, I'm going to go in with this shade. I don't have any names or anything with this palette. So I then basically just smack it on. Another thing that I like about this palette is I don't really get a lot of fallout onto my face from using these shadows. There's other ones that I've used. Now, I'm not someone that does eyeshadow first because I would take 90% of it off when I was doing my foundation, no doubt. But I know obviously if you do get a lot of fallout, that's always a way around it, but I find that because this is the main palettes that I used, I haven't really had any problems with that. If I've ever had any cheaper palettes that I've tried, sometimes I get a lot of fallout and just ruin my face, but I'm too lazy to try and tidy it up, so I just kind of try to brush it off and then live with it. So basically just slap that on. And then just do the other side. Another thing that I'm bad for, I hold it like a pencil. You might hold it up here, but I don't really have a lot of control when I try to hold it up here. I mean, It'd probably actually make my makeup better because I don't have control over it, but I try to remind myself when I become aware of it that I should be moving it. But it's just habit. I don't know if it's from doing art or what causes it, but it's just the most natural thing. I just pick it up and start doing that. And sorry, that was a Morphe M503 brush that I was using there. And then I shall go in with this, I think it's S Max Design. A lot of the writings come off these brushes, but I got this one off Amazon a long time ago. It's just like a fluffy brush, so in comparison to the other Morphe brush that I use, it's just slightly more dense. So I like to use this one as well in conjunction with that one. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I'm going to go back in with the the 350M palette, and I shall go for a lighter tone because it's a bit dark. So I'm just going to try that one. We'll see. So I'm just putting that, that's not like that. Putting that at the top, try and blend this out a little bit. I don't know, is that alright? We'll go with it. This is a good thing about quarantine at the moment because you're not able to leave the house, so if my makeup's horrendous, who's going to see it? Right, what I like to do, and I'm going to look crazy, is I like to, when I'm doing my eyes, mainly when I do red, on the lips, I like to put the lipstick on so that I can try and get an idea what my face is going to look like. So I'm going to do that now. It's going to look crazy because I've not got mascara on and I've not finished my eyes, but I feel like I need to do it now so I can see how this eye look's going to look with it. Because I don't want to make it too dark and I don't want to make it too light, so I need to do that because of my imagination. So the only red lip pencil that I've got is the Ruby Woo by MAC. So I'm just going to quickly outline, and I mean like lightly outline, because it's more like pink when I put it on. I don't know why. Probably no point in me even putting that on, but... And then I'm going to go in with the Body Shop, I don't know which one I'm currently using, with the Body Shop Matte Liquid Lip, and it's in Sydney Amaryllis. I can't really say it. It's pretty much the only red one they've got. I love this. So this is like, if you see me wear a red lip on over the past year, this is what I've got on. I'm now on my second or third tube. It's like, I don't know, it's like a cream slash paste. It's just so much nicer, it's easier to put on. Shouldn't be doing this when I'm talking. So, see, it's always hard to tell until you've got lashes and mascara on. So, this is the lip. I think I'm just going to put my shimmer in, mascara, false eyelashes as well. It's in my Amazon haul video that'll be going up soon. So I'm just going to give these a try and then let you guys know what I think. And let me know if you buy them as well. So they're quite cheap. I think they were £6 or something. But it's in the Amazon video that I've done, so you'll see that on my channel. So if the video's not up yet, then it will be going up. So just keep an eye out for that, and then you'll see the link as well for those specific eyelashes. I got 2 packets, so I've got 10 altogether. So hopefully they work. Without further ado, so I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills flat brush because there's no name on it. So that's it there. And where's my shimmers? Right, I'm going to go with the 35K Morphe palette. And I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade here. So that's it there. And I've not just done that. I'm not very good at this multitasking kind of thing. It's not something I often do. Right, I'm going to spray it as well. And that'll just make it go like a sort of more pigmented kind of foil look. So and then I'll just go in with the brush that I used originally for the darker out bit, and I'll just kind of try to blend that a little bit so it's not such a harsh line. Until it's like so. It's hard to tell if you can really see that. And then pop some mascara on, and then my fake lashes, and then I'll show you the finished look. Right, so guys, that's the lashes on. They're not completely perfect, but I actually think that's because it's me that's put them on, because I don't wear them all the time. But yes, that's the eye look. They're very comfortable. That is a super thin band, so I would say so I don't personally have one of those eyelash applicators. I used to, and I tried to use it and I took my eye out pretty much, so that put me off it. Now I think if I was able to master how to use one of those, I'd be able to put eyelashes on, but using your fingers, and I mean the glue that I use is a dual glue, but I need to order the one that's the actual brush. I had that years ago and it was brilliant, and then I ordered this one, and this is more like you actually squeeze it out the tube, which is probably why I have so much hassle with it, because trying to keep it consistent in the right place, it's not very easy. So I'm going to invest in one of those. Well, not invest or cheap, but I'm going to buy one of the brush ones, and I should be able to do it better. But yeah, so yeah, this is a finished look. It's quite natural day glam, if you like. Obviously the red lip is what probably makes it look like it's more going out. But obviously you can always have this with a nude lip as well, which I would probably do quite a lot. And what I like about these eyelashes is they're probably the types of eyelashes I would wear unless I got my makeup done by someone else. So I would wear these going out, but I also would wear them going like around my day-to-day tasks, so they're not too severe. From the side you can tell you've got eyelashes on, but like they're not full caterpillars in your face. So I think that if you're not someone that really likes quite dramatic eyes and things when you go out, then you would definitely enjoy these lashes. They're super fluffy as well, so they are quite good quality considering the price, and that I got them from Amazon. So yeah, definitely worth a buy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.
I begin to